Although texting has quickly become the leading source and method of communication, there are still some of us who use the ancient method of communication of our ancestors, email. Humans, being visual creatures, are attracted or tend to focus on videos more than images and images more than words. So as such, your email says a lot about you, and your email signature says a lot about you. So depending on what type of impression you want to leave, you could choose either good images or not so good images for your email signature. In this video, I'm going to guide you on using Canva to create an email signature using an image. And hold on until the end of the video when I'm going to give you my 3 tips on creating a good email signature to leave a good first impression. All right, let's dive in. If you want to be alerted to future videos, click the subscribe button, hit the little bell icon. Thank you. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is to determine who your audience is. Who is your target audience? Who will be receiving your emails? Because if the people receiving your emails will be using their mobile devices, such as their phones, you're going to want a narrower image for your email signature. If the device that they most likely will use will be their desktop, you'll want a wider image for your signature. So it is suggested that for mobile devices, you're going to want to use images that are no wider than 320 pixels. But for desktops, you could use images as wide as 600 pixels. So for our video today, we're going to be going and creating a desktop email signature image. So once we're in Canva, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to custom dimensions, and you're going to want to put in your dimensions. Now I've put in 600 width by 200. So let me delete this so you could see. So 600 width, and for the height, a good height for a signature is 200, but of course you can always play around and see what height is preferable for you. Then you'll click Create New Design, which you'll be presented with the canvas. So here's the canvas, and you want to do what you normally do. You just go ahead and start designing. So first we will create and add a background. My suggestion is that you use a solid color for your background, and let me explain why. So for example, if I create this wood panel background, once I start adding text, it becomes a little distracting. The background becomes a little distracting to the text. So I would suggest going with a solid color background. A neutral color is good, for example, gray. Replace with new template. Once you have the background in place, then of course you add the important information, your text. You're going to want to add your name. Make sure that any text that you use is legible and readable. And also you want to use the same font throughout the whole image. It just makes for a more professional looking signature. So I will choose a different font. It's a little more readable here. I will go with, I like the Aileron font. So, delete this. And you just start typing. Once you have the font, the text, you can go ahead and change the size. And some fonts allow you to go bold, italics, and such. So for now, I'm just going to keep it a normal font, regular font. So you have your name, and then you want, of course, to add your contact information. So go to text, add a heading, change it to Aileron. Nice thing about Canva is that it keeps track of your used fonts, so you don't have to keep searching. So Aileron, and I'm going to make this a little smaller than my name, and add my phone number. Another nice thing about Canva is that it will show you if you want to center one block of text under another block, you could see that there is a pink center line. It's hard to see unless I click on it. There we go. And then let's see, I will add, you know, I like to keep this same size for the next contact information, so I'm just going to choose it, come and click duplicate, and highlight it and start typing my website. Now it's rather large, so I think I like to actually get rid of the www and then center it again, and there you have it. There's your contact information. Now again, you have to decide what information you want to put, but usually your name, phone number, website, email, fax number, and such. So I am going to make this bold, I think, which means I may have to recenter, which is fine. Now, once I've added the text, I may want to add my logo, especially if you are a school teacher, real estate agent, engineer, any profession where you may have a logo that's part of your brand that you want to be recognizable, you may want to add it here. So I will go to Uploads. I happen to have my logo already here. If you don't have your image here, you would just upload an image right here. And you can also check my other tutorial, which is the basic uses of Canva. So I'm going to click on here, resize it the way I want. Center it with the text. And there you have it. That's pretty much it. Of course, you could add whatever you want. You could change the colors. Keep in mind that you want to have your font readable and legible. So once I have the email signature, the image, I'm going to want to save it, download it to my computer, and then of course put it in my email. So I'm going to create, up here I'm going to just name this signature, and I'm going to download it. Now I advise downloading it, once you've downloaded it, to move it from your download folder to somewhere simple for you to remember where its location is. For example, the desktop. And now I'm going to go over to Gmail. And I'm going to, the quickest and easiest way to add your signature to your email client actually was shared by a person named Layla, and I'm going to share her YouTube channel in the description below. I suggest you go and check it out, but I thank Layla for sharing this way to get the signature. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is email yourself, and you're going to want to go down here and click Insert Photo, then Upload, and then you're going to want to drag wherever you put the signature you created in Canva here, and it will show up here. Now this is an image that is in the body of the email. I'll click Send, and since you sent it to yourself, it probably will show up rather quickly. I open it. Now the next trick is to highlight the image. You don't want to click on the image, because if you do, it's just going to show up as a reveal. You're going to want to highlight, and the best way to do that is to maybe click underneath, hold down the left mouse button, and drag up to where it's highlighted as if you were highlighting text. Go up to Edit and Copy, or you could right click and copy. So either one is fine. I'm going to do copy. All right, so now the image is on our clipboard. Once I do that, I have to put it into my signature. I go over here to the gear, settings, click it, choose Settings, scroll all the way down, and you're going to go find the signature box, and in this box is where you're going to want to paste your image. So again, right click and paste. And that's pretty much it. You can then resize it to go medium, large, original size. Large or medium is probably a good size, but again, that's personal preference. Be sure that once you've done that, you need to scroll down and click Save Changes. Otherwise, it won't save. And then to test it, you simply go to Compose a Message, and you could see here that you have your signature. So that's pretty much it. It's fairly straightforward and easy. All right, as promised, here are 3 of my tips to have a good email signature to leave a good first impression. Number 1, remember KISS. No, not that kiss. No, not that kiss either. No, I'm talking about KISS, stands for K-I-S-S. Keep it simple, silly. You're going to want to have your email signature just have the basic information that you want to convey to your recipient, such as your name, your phone number or fax number, and possibly a website. Tip number 2, photos are optional. If you're in an industry where you're going to be meeting your client or recipient, you may want to include a photo of yourself just to leave a good first impression, and so that way it's more personable to your client or to your potential client. And finally, tip number 3, which goes a little bit along the lines as tip number 1. You're going to want to keep your email signature as clear as possible. You want to have a simple background, maybe a solid color. You don't want to have a lot of borders or decorations. Again, the important information in your background is your name, your contact information such as a phone number, email address, or website. And then for branding, you may want to have your logo. So, I hope this video was helpful. If you found it helpful, I'm grateful for your subscription, and click the little bell icon. In the comments below, what tips do you have for good email communication? I look forward to reading them. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a blessed day. Bye.